Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you very much for coming back. And don't forget to like and comment on the videos. Alright, let's get into this. So the reason I wanted to do this intro for this video, it's a little bit different than my previous videos, is because this was a total learning experience for me. Some of the things that I learned were that the stamps are all different depths. Even though they're red rubber, they're all different depths. So that made it a little challenging, and I will get into that in the video. But even the photopolymer stamps vary by brand. And so what I would suggest is, if you're going to do this, would be to go through your stamps and maybe separate them by brand and go ahead and do one brand at a time, and that'll work better on your MISTI. So that's just my little piece of advice. So let's get into the rest of the video. Good luck, everybody. Alright, so this was my collection of red rubber stamps, and then this was my clear stamps. I don't have as many clear stamps as I had red rubber, but I started just working on the red rubber ones and filling up the MISTI with all the different stamps that I had, and this is where the learning started, because I was realizing that some stamps were not, right off the bat, they wouldn't stick to the MISTI, and then other ones, when I was using my Stampin' Bug thing, my stamp glider, to go over all the stamps, some of them I was realizing were not the same height, so the stamps were different thicknesses. And the way that I dealt with that was I went through and made sure all the thicker stamps were stamped down, and I liked the way they were, so then I cleaned them and I went over the stamps. Or I just did the shallower stamps last. And here we're learning again that the same issue happens with all the stamps, but some of these I just had to go over a couple times. Some of them were a lost cause. I think that Thinking of You one had messed up foam on it, so that was the issue. And I still had the same issue with some of my clear stamps. There I was doing some Hero Arts and Gina K combination ones, and I'm inking them up, and I'm noticing that they're having the same issue. I, at this point, was realizing there was a lost cause on one side, so I just flipped the paper over. Thank goodness paper has two sides. Paper Tray ink was the second set I had. There was Paper Tray ink and Gina K. And then here I have Gina K Designs, Waffle Flower, Concord 9th. The majority of these stamped pretty well, but I think because they were all brand new, I'm sad to say I haven't used them before, I think I went over them 3 times because I hadn't conditioned the stamps appropriately yet. But I got like 6 sheets, I think, of different sentiments out of this. And that was pretty cool. And I did have to do numerous sheets of the belated sets. So in comes Toddler Assistance with some of these. You can see little hands in there helping me cut up sentiments with the paper trimmer. Some of them I was a little concerned about because some toddler hands didn't wait to cut when I told them, so some of them got a little messed up. But later on in the video I'll show you how I tried to fix some of that. The accidental cuts in the middle of the sentiment, so they couldn't be used as even strips. But he's a sweet little boy and he loves to help Mommy craft, so that's special memories and I appreciate that. He's a good helper. Gotta love the power of editing. If only I could really craft this fast, that'd be awesome. Yeah, there's that sentiment that was just a lost cause. It just wasn't going to work with the MISTI. I may have to replace the foam on that one. But my son had so much fun helping trim all the cards, all the sentiments. Some of these I'm going to do with circle dies. I have Waffle Flower circle dies and some old Stampin' Up! Circle dies. I'm just getting ready to send them through the die cut machine. I do like the scalloped circles. Those are pretty cool. These are the paper tray ink sentiments right here, I think, that I'm doing with the scallop circles. And then some regular circles. I'm just kind of trying to see which ones will fit best. And gotta save all that purple tape to reuse it. Can't waste anything when you're a crafter. And I also pulled out some old punches to see if I could use some of those to cut out some of the sentiments. And I actually love that. So if anybody has any old punches, keep that in mind for making some pre-made sentiments. Quite helpful. Those are some of the ones that my son helped cut that he accidentally went before I told him to cut. So we're going to have to fix some of those up, I think. And we'll be using a punch here in a minute to fix those up. So many good sentiments. Can't wait to make more cards now. Got to use all these punches, and this is the punch where I'm going to fix some of the sentiments that my son cut before they should be cut. So now I turned them into pretty little banners. And this one, got to use a punch in an unusual way there. And look how it turned out. It's awesome. I can't wait to stick that on a card. And here's my whole collection of punched out sentiments. Some of them I left in very long strips, and some of them I left in big pieces because I wasn't sure what shapes I'd want them in, but I'm loving the big collection of sentiments I have. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.